Hi, Scott Machine Gun Dad. There's not going to be any shooting in the video. This is more of a public service announcement. You guys really need to be aware of this. I was not aware that this could happen, but live and learn. And thank God we're still living. All right, P9S. I already posted a video on my P9S. This is the one that worked. I bought two. I took them apart. I cleaned them. They were all full of grease. I function tested them, and they function tested correctly, at least as far as I knew. On the P9S. Gun's empty. This is the one that works. On the P9S, if the gun is cocked and you put it on safety, there's a mechanical bar that's supposed to rotate down, so when you squeeze the trigger, the hammer's hitting the safety, not the firing pin. It should not fire. The other way to lower the hammer is that bizarre lower this, and then squeeze, and then slowly let the hammer up. Okay? So here I explained to Nick the manual arms, and you will see him start to have trouble, and that's all you'll see, because unfortunately we couldn't catch everything. Here's the P9S he was using. All right, it actually looks like it's in better shape than this one. The grips are in better shape. There's not as much wear up here. There's no safety. Why? Because the safety literally broke apart and fell out of the gun. We looked for it, we couldn't find it. Nick did everything right. He tap racked and goed, and then when I noticed there was no safety in the gun, we were done. We don't know what happened. It just broke.
It disappeared. We looked for a good 15-20 minutes with a magnet and couldn't find the darn thing.
But the thing that's really important, we're going to pause for a second, and I'm going to insert the shooting part now. It fired with the safety on?
Yeah.
Interesting. You will see when Nick you just saw it, and I'm going to explain what you saw. Nick followed my instructions. He put the gun up, he racked the slide, he put the gun up, he put it on safe, and he squeezed the trigger to drop the hammer onto the safety, because I wanted him to fire the first shot double action. The gun goes off. And I said, did it go off when it was on safe? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, well, that's not right. Why would they have a safety indicator if the gun goes off? I thought I just didn't know the manual arms. He fired 2 or 3 more shots and started getting hang fires, and the safety literally was broken in the gun and fell out. So when you buy a surplus gun like this, you really need to go over it, and don't ever just buy one, shoot 5 rounds, because I already test fired these guns before he got here. I fired 2 magazines out of each gun. Don't assume that it's in good working order and go out and carry it, and then you think you're lowering the hammer and you're putting a round into somebody. I'm glad Nick wasn't hurt. Shannon, of course, is the camera's behind the point of muzzle, so it's safe for us, and there was nobody else on the range. But you really need to be aware of what the P9S is, because of the complex mechanism. You could kill somebody if this happens to you. Please check these guns out when you buy them. There are a bunch of surplus guns on like this. I bought it from a reputable auction house, and as I said, I function tested it empty and test fired it before we even went out on the range. Really go over these guns. These guns are complicated, and obviously they can be dangerous. It's a public service announcement. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. Please be careful. Again, thanks for coming to the channel. Like, subscribe, and God willing, we'll see you again.